Hey guys, in this video I'll be showing you how to connect your server with Minehut's external server feature. So virtually what this means is you can connect your server, host it on any host. I use pebblehost. So virtually you can connect your server through the Minehut proxy and use their advertising features. So for those people wanting a few extra player joins for their server, it's a great way to get some extra players on board. So I would recommend giving it a go. You know, you never know. For some people it works really well, so you know, I wouldn't knock it unless you've tried it. So it does cost a little bit. You know, nothing's free in this world, especially the Minecraft world, server world. Be quite a costly venture. So first of all, I have created the two backend servers. So we want for this I recommend using Velocity. I think it's the most stable, bug-free way to do this. You can use Waterfall. I haven't had too much success with it. It's a little bit buggy. For this video I'll be using Velocity. So here I have a subserver for the Velocity proxy and one for my box server that I want to create. So first of all, let's click on the Velocity proxy. We want to set this up. So this is fresh, there's nothing been added whatsoever. So first of all, we want to load our jar. Pebblehost is great, it's got all these pre-configured. You can just go in and choose a jar and it'll just automatically load it in. So we want to choose Velocity, and then we click save, and then we want to start. Now this will start and stop, and this is because we need to change the Java version. But first we need it to load a pebblehost loader file to be able to edit that. So to be able to access this, we need it to start once. Okay, so we want to change the Java version. We want to change this to Java 17, otherwise it just won't start. And while we are here, we want to add a custom startup flag in this little box here. If you don't know where this feature is on your host, you need to ask the support. So for pebblehost, it's very easy. They have a great UI. Everything's easy to access, easy to change, easy to configure. I do suggest using pebblehost. They have great packages from 1GB RAM to full dedicated host running 128GB RAM with a Ryzen 9. So yeah, they range from the smaller servers to some large setups for big things. Okay, so we want to grab the startup flag. So we can grab this from Minehut's external server documents, which can be found in your let's just find it, I'll show you. So we want to in our server we can go to the setup guide. This brings up this menu. So first of all, we want to go down the menu until we come along to Velocity. So we want to add this flag to the startup script. So let's copy here, and we want to paste it into this box here, and then we can save this. Then let's start. So this should start and stay online. Cool. Okay, so we'll just leave this for now. Let's just jump to the backend server. So we want to select our box server, in here. Okay, so this is already set up. It has a setup running. It's currently online. Okay, so first of all, we want to kill it. We don't need it online while we do this. So we want to set up a server to allow velocity connection. So first from the bottom, let's go up to Spigot. Okay, so normally in a bungee cord connection we would, or a bungee cord proxy, we would allow this. So we don't want to allow this, okay? We want to keep this to false. We're not allowing bungee cord, so disregard anything that tells you to select that as true. Otherwise it won't connect, it just won't work. So let's go to server properties next. We want to put the server into offline mode, so make this false, save. Also we want to come to the top here, config file, paperglobal.yml. Let's go down here to proxies, so we can make this false. We're not using bungee cord. Velocity enabled, we want to make that true. And now we want to put the secret key here. Now this secret key is, yeah, I think it was for something else, so disregard that. We want to come back here for a second in the file manager, forwarding secret. Now easiest way to see this is for me to download it, and let's have a look. We want to open a notepad, copy, close this, and we want to paste it right here. Now, and I believe this is everything we need to do on the backend server, so let's save this. And we will configure the rest on the second. Okay, so also if I missed that step, we want to make sure we've created an external server. Well, so we want to buy an external server package on Minehut. So first of all, you need to buy some credits to be able to do this. Then in the shop we have the server plans. So here you have your standard server plans, and then we want to buy this one. So for 800 credits a month, we want to buy the external server. So I already have one of these bought, so we'll head over to my servers. Now here's my external server here, so let's click manage. Now we want to fill in the IP, proxy type, DNS, record type, and port. So let's go over to our velocity server, back to the main page. IP, let's copy this, paste, yep, that's the same IP, and 25574. We want to paste the port here, and we are using velocity. We are using a port. If you are using a SRV record, using cloud domain, I think it is, you can choose SRV here too. That's got that setting. Otherwise, we're just using the straight port. We don't have TCP shield configured, so we'll leave that and update that here. Also on the same page we have a message of the day. Now this is a message that will show up in the Minehut lobby, in the server selector, in the GUI. I'll show this separately very shortly, where this shows. Okay, and then we can show different the categories at which our advert shows in. Now let's Get over to advertising tab. So here you can choose the categories at which you want to advertise in. First of all, yes, you need to buy some credits for this to work. Minimum 25 credits a day, I believe, to make an ad, or to 10,000 to your heart's desire, however many credits you want to buy. So I would suggest spreading this over a few days. Don't spend all your credits on one day, as from previous experience, I believe if you spread it over a week or so, you buy a good amount, a few thousand, and spread it over a week, you tend to have better results doing it that way. I've found personally. But yep, here it is. So ad name, you can just name your ad, how many days you want it to run for, you can choose up to a month, and how many, and your budget. So for example, for each day, it will calculate it down here so you can keep track of how much it costs. So for 10 days, 500 credits a day is 5,000 credits in total. So that's how that works. Here in the Minehut lobby, if you see down here in the hotbar, scroll over the main menu and click. So after you buy your advert, it will show up in here under the category you've chosen, generally based on your server type. Otherwise you get a few angry players. So we are making a box server, so if we click here, our advert will show up in this list somewhere. So I've found in the past, generally if you pay more you get better placing. So sort of generally how it works. If you pay enough, I think you can show up in here, or you get one of those featured listings, you get that top listing. Yeah, so I think this top row is for the higher paid listings, you get the featured spots. So a better spot means better player joins. And I think also players can use the join a random server feature. So with that, so they join all the paid advertised servers. So it's just another way to gain player joins. So just double checking, we have this filled out, that is saved. Our velocity proxy just needs an IP set, so we need to set the IP of our backend server into the velocity settings file. So I will just copy this IP while I'm here. Let's go into file manager, velocity.toml. Now in here, our port was 25574. Change that port to the port of the velocity server. You can change this also. I believe it doesn't matter, it doesn't show in a Minehut server, so there is no reason to really change this. Max players, this shows in game. You can change this to whatever you wish, to your server's capacity. We go down to player info forwarding mode, so we need to change this to modern. Next, we go scroll down here. Now we have some default servers added, so these are the servers that your velocity server will connect to. You can choose the force joining server. That'll be displayed at the top. Okay, so we only need one server here, so let's just delete these other two. 1, 2. I want to rename this to, let's just name it test box. Change it here, test box. test box right here. I want to paste that IP import, change this test box. Okay, so just for information, in what order we should try servers when a player logs in or is kicked from a server. Okay, so test box. So normally some servers have multiple servers running, so they actually have a lobby, which is their main hub lobby. Generally, if you have a lobby, this will be your lobby, so they can connect to any one of your servers. So if there might be a restart happening, or if it crashes, players will be automatically diverted back to your lobby instead of back to the Minehut lobby, which is a little more convenient if you want to try to retain the players that join. So sometimes they tend to not join back, so it pays to have this set if you have a lobby, you know, just retain everybody a bit better. And I believe our proxy protocol we need to enable, and I believe that is all. I'm just going off the top of my head here, so bear with me for a second. So I think that is all. Now we need to restart the servers, and then I'll test this, and fingers crossed I have done this all 100% correct the first time. So I'm just, again, going off the top of my head. So let's just restart these and try to log in to our Minehut external server package. So restarting. Just gonna have to give this box server a couple minutes to start. It's got a few plugins in this one, so we'll just give it a minute. For the meantime, I'll get into the Minehut lobby. Now, our address for joining the server is here. So we've got the Java and the Bedrock address. I'm just gonna, so chronicbox, chronicbox.minehut.gg, or from the Minehut lobby you can just do /join and your server name here. So I'm just gonna copy that. Now from the server we can do /join and paste in the server name here, and let's see if we join. I'm pretty sure it's online. Let's just double check this. Oh no, I might have done something wrong. Okay, let's just check this out. Okay, just one mistake, actually two. Okay, so make sure your backend server IP and port is correct. I didn't copy the correct IP and port. Okay, so I have corrected that here. And one last thing, we need to, okay, so should the proxy enforce the new public key security standard by default? This is on. Forced key authentication is false. So this, by default, this is true. We need to make this false. Ensure your IP and port for the server you wish to connect to is correct, and save this. So I have already restarted it, but you will need to restart it. Head over to the Minehut lobby again. Let's type /join chronic box, and voila, here we go. Here's my box server that we have successfully connected to Minehut. Now, basically, that's how it goes. Sorry for the bit of a scratchy video. I was just doing this off the top of my head. Now, this works for paper spigot servers. I'm a little unsure how it works for the other servers. Now, if for anyone still having troubles, I am happy to give some help and assistance to some of those still having trouble. Just join my Discord and send me a DM, and I will help you as far as I'm able. So hopefully that helps anyway, but feel free to come and contact me and ask some questions. But anyway, that's the end of the video, and